Hey, Sean, just let's start off talking about this game Saturday night for you guys. I mean, it looks like one of those fork in the road kind of games. I mean, where this could really kind of give you guys some momentum for the rest of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest things to me and, to the older guys is we haven't beat Arkansas since we've been here. That's kind of something that's in the back of our mind, that kind of pushes us a little bit, and it bothers us. We see this as a great opportunity. We just got to take advantage of it. We got to execute, and that's what we're looking forward to do, and that's what we've, kind of transition practice. Everybody's been locked in. We've been focused, and so I do believe this is a big opportunity to kind of, turn that corner.
Does it bother y'all just because there's been kind of some unique finishes in this game?
Yeah, I remember. I remember my heart dropping on that play. I won't talk about it, but so there's definitely been, close margins. Just last year, I know everybody's upset that we didn't and disappointed in ourselves for not closing that one out, and that's why we see this as a big opportunity.
How do you feel health-wise? I know you've had some minor stuff in the first couple of games.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I had something. I had like a couple sprains against Texas Tech, but after that, I've been putting myself back together every Sunday. But it's not that bad. This is probably the best I've felt in the 4 years I've been playing.
How much familiarity do you have with some of those Arkansas defensive linemen? You faced some of them, hadn't you?
Yeah, I faced some of them. I think, I didn't play last year. I was out with a concussion. So 2 years ago, played at tackle and a little bit of center. I think 3 is a guy that I'm kind of familiar with. He didn't play as much back then. So it's kind of more of a new front. And
what about them?
Well, they're good. They're solid players. They're just big guys. They like to, they play in their gap, and just big solid guys. So we gotta play low and move them out of the gap and execute. So.
Pro Football Focus has rated you guys at the midway point, the top pass blocking unit in the country. I mean, you've been here 5 years. Talk about the evolution you've seen on the Ole Miss offensive line from the time you got here to this unit now.
Yeah, so that's always something that we take pride in, is protecting the quarterback and protecting Jordan, make sure nobody touches him. We're watching film, we're skipping through and seeing guys touching the backs from the opposing teams, and that we just kind of say to each other, like, that's not going to be us. We're not going to let them touch Jordan like that. Obviously you got guys like Laramie, who's one of the best pass blockers in the country when we first started, and then across the front, everybody's looking to execute and do their job in pass protection. And I think we've kind of, the more we've progressed, the more I'm trying to think, just not as much, depending on execution, but we're all the way across the front solid in terms of pass protection, moving your feet, just a bunch of talented guys up there.
Sean, sore subject, but you guys have not done well against SEC defenses so far, first 2 games.
Yeah.
Just kind of a chance to maybe break out of that, you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that we have to take advantage of Saturday and take the opportunity that we have presented to us. LSU was a big opportunity that we saw, and things obviously didn't go as planned, but that's one of the biggest things we look forward to Saturday, is kind of bouncing back and getting the ball rolling. So we're excited.
Has it felt, as an offense as a whole in those 2 games, has it felt more self-inflicted than anything else the defense was doing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just when it comes down at the end of the day is just we can't beat ourselves, and everybody's got to execute. Everybody's got to do their job, and if we do our jobs, then that gives us the best chance possible. And that is one of the things that is killing us right now, or kind of hurting us with SEC defenses.
I want to ask you about your teammate Jordan Sims. You and he came in together. I know you guys are really, really close, and Jordan's kind of been asked to play that 6th man role this year, and it looks like he's really embraced that. What do you have to say about a guy that's willing to do that in his senior year?
I mean, that's the epitome of what I think this program stands for, is guys like him who are selfless and they're willing to take that role. It just shows everybody that his selflessness and you know, that blue collar mentality that Jordan has. He's worked his tail off every single day he's been here, all 4 years. I just remember us coming in together, I mean, doing as much extra as we could, and he hasn't left that philosophy at all. So I think that, you know, at the end of the day, he is somebody that, you know, younger guys coming into this program should look up to, just kind of that selflessness, hard hat mentality. So, I mean, it really stands out, and all of us appreciate that. Just a heck of a guy.
Seems like one of the things that attributed to how good y'all been as an offensive line is that there hasn't really been any drop off at all in the running game. If anything, it's spiked up a little bit. What have you thought about how y'all blocked for Scotty, and what's it like, I guess, blocking in front of him?
He's talented now. So you give him a hole, he's going. He's shooting it. So it's always fun. It's always fun to see the back of the running back headed towards the end zone. But that is something that we enjoy, the run game. We always have enjoyed. And just seeing a talented guy like that and being a part of it, it is special. So it's fun to see.
It seems like with the run game, especially this past weekend, you have other guys besides Scotty actually picking up
Yeah.
yards. What evolution have you seen in terms of getting other guys producing?
So much depth. I mean, you got a guy like Isaiah Woolard. You know, I was talking about Jordan Sims, you know, another selfless guy, Isaiah Woolard, just came in right off the bat, working his tail off. You know, people probably didn't expect him to step into a role, MAIS guy. But, man, he's worked his tail off, and he deserves every single rep he gets. So I'm proud of a guy like him.
You guys don't have Tylen anymore, but what did you see from his time at running back that maybe translates to his role on defense now?
Yeah, I always call him Little Jalen J. Walt. So he reminded me of him. He's kind of a scat guy, able to create things. So he's another fun guy to watch. Just such a talented group, and you know, they have a big future ahead of them.
Again, I hate to be the fly in the punch bowl, but what's an illegal snap, and why have you gotten 3 of them?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, it's just something that I've struggled with, you know, in terms of, I guess, focusing on the communication part from Jordan, just not really focusing on the cadence as well as I could have been, and just kind of thinking that, you know, maybe hearing something, it's just completely
So
out
you
of
just,
focus.
are you jerking the ball or something?
Yeah, just thinking I'm about to snap it, but I don't, but I already moved the ball.
Oh, I got you.
So that's totally unacceptable by me those 3 times.
It's something you feel like you're going to straighten out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I work every day on it. So, you know, I will. That is something moving forward that I will have better focus on and continue to correct.